The anniversary of the devastating earthquake and tsunami in Japan is this Sunday. And a 7-year-old Coquitlam boy has come up with a unique fundraiser to help the victims. As Bob Nixon reports, the boy is going to play ball.
Like hundreds of thousands of other BC kids, Taiyo Boily did not go to school today. But the provincial teachers' strike did not upset the routine he has with his dad.
I pick him up from school and we usually play baseball for about an hour every day.
Taiyo is just 7 years old, but he knows what he loves.
I like hitting, I like pitching, and I love diving for the ball and fielding.
He learned to play every day in baseball-mad Japan. Learned to hit. Come on, Dada! And hit hard. There you go. This is not just a story about a 7-year-old baseball prodigy. This is a story about a 7-year-old baseball prodigy with a heart. The Boily family was living in Japan when the massive earthquake and tsunami struck last March.
When you see the older folks in Japan like sort of running for their lives, you know something's not right.
They were okay, but thousands died and tens of thousands were left homeless. Taiyo decided to do something.
I'm gonna be hitting baseballs for Japan.
For 3 hours this Sunday, the anniversary of the disaster, Taiyo will put his slugging skills to work. It is his own fundraiser to support Save the Children Canada's work in Japan.
Because there's kids who's still living in shelters, and if I was living in shelters, it would suck.
This is what he came up with. He loves baseball, wants to hit some baseball, so he's got my support anyway, so there you go.
Dad bought him new baseball gloves for the event, but 3 hours is a long time for any slugger. Will it be hard?
No, living in the gym with my dad for 1 year will be hard.
Knock a few out of the park, Taiyo. Bob Nixon, CBC News, Coquitlam.
Heads up!
Taiyo Boily is only 7 years old. The talented switch hitter from Coquitlam was living near Tokyo with his mother, father, and sister when the massive earthquake hit 1 year ago today.
I thought I was gonna die, for sure. I think I was crying again a little bit. Things were falling off the shelves and the whole house was shaking.
Usually, honestly, I'm working on the computer. I usually just work through them. But this one was different, and we knew it. It was much longer, and it was much stronger.
What happened that day still weighs heavily on the family, who wanted to do something for the kids who survived the quake and tsunami. Japan loves baseball, and so does Taiyo. For him, there seemed no better way to raise money than to hit ball after ball.
I love baseball. It's my favorite thing in the world.
How come?
Because it's fun.
At the 1 year anniversary, we explained to them that there were still children and not living in shelters, and we were trying to educate them about it, basically.
Taiyo and his dad gathered up some hardballs and found support at Surrey's Bolivar Park. For each hit, the grade 2 student today raised 15 cents for every right-handed hit and 20 cents for every left, along with random donations. His initial goal, $500. At last count, he more than doubled that.
Fair!
He wanted to hit for 6 hours, actually. And he wants to keep going today, but...
We're hitting until 2 o'clock, right?
No, Taiyo.
You said.
I didn't say that.
Yes, I did. I said 2 o'clock, and you said yeah.
Let's get to 300. How about that? What do you want to do, left or right?
Give it a shot on the right.
Luckily, Taiyo rarely misses, and it took about 3 hours to reach his goal. Clearly, the up-and-coming baseball player could have gone on longer. He only stopped after a lot of convincing.
Aren't we hitting until 2 o'clock? Okay.
But his special ball will remind him what he has done for kids who live an ocean away.
I feel like doing it every weekend.
Well, as you mentioned on Sunday, I was watching the NewsHour and I saw this story and I really liked it, and I wanted to bring them in to talk a little bit about it. Taiyo is here and his dad Milo, and sorry, your daughter's name is?
Erica.
Erica. And now let's sort of set this story up first off, and we'll talk about what you did on Sunday. But you were in Japan a year ago when the earthquake and tsunami. Tell us about that.
That's correct. Well, it just, you get used to earthquakes in Japan. But,
Yeah.
this one was different. It was much stronger, and I was actually upstairs working in my office. The kids were downstairs, and I was just so concerned. I was trying to go down the stairs, but I couldn't walk. Everything was falling off the walls, and I basically just ended up on my hands and knees until it was over.
Wow.
And then when we went downstairs, there's a rice field at the end of our block.
Right.
And everybody sort of just gathered there because it was much different. Everybody knew it. And this is before we saw anything on the news.
Right.
But,
so do you live there part-time?
No, we were living there for 2 years.
Okay.
We just wanted to get the kids, we were living by their grandparents.
Oh, okay.
And we just wanted them to get their heritage. They both speak fluent Japanese. So.
Okay. And so that must have been a scary experience, Taiyo. What do you remember about it?
I think I was crying.
Yeah. Yeah. That
And I went under the table, then,
yeah, and you just were trying to be safe.
yeah.
So now, fast forward, you're back here in Canada now, and Taiyo wanted to do something, and he's a big baseball player, obviously, and so how did the idea happen where he would hit baseballs for a certain amount of time to raise money?
Well, it actually, he wanted, before we left Japan, he wanted to do something. He heard about another kid in the United States that was doing something.
Okay.
But we just, because we were trying to come back to Canada, and there's just a lot going on. So
Sure.
we came back then, the 1 year anniversary came. He had something from school for another event. He said, well, I want to do this with baseball. So, you know, and that's just how it went. He plays baseball every day.
Yeah.
And so sorry.
No, that's okay. She's
watching the
She's
TV.
watching him on
Yeah,
TV.
yeah.
So tell us about the day, Taiyo, and you hit 300 baseballs. So were your arms a little sore?
300 fair hits, so he probably had about 4.
Oh, 300 fair hits. Were your arms a little sore?
It wasn't sore, but I was tired.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of work. And I understand that you wanted to keep going. You thought you could do a couple more hours, but they had to pull the plug sooner or later. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us about baseball. How much do you love the game?
It's my best thing in the world.
Really? And you're obviously a good hitter. What position do you play?
I'm not on a team yet, but I like pitching and fielding.
Do you? Well, that's
He'll
good.
be playing in Coquitlam.
Oh, he's going to play in Coquitlam?
Yeah, they just had their tryouts. So.
Oh, nice,
He was
nice.
playing in Japan, but he hasn't played in Canada.
So you were throwing some balls to him. What does that sort of say for you, Dad, when you see your son wanting to be involved in this and doing something over an extended period of time like this and trying to help people?
Well, first of all, the most thing, we were concerned about him because it's a lot of balls. I don't know if you've ever gone to a batting cage
Oh
for
yeah,
5
many
minutes.
times. I grew up playing minor baseball.
There you go. So we were just amazed by the whole thing. He's very headstrong, and he just sets his mind to something,
Yeah.
and that's just the way he does it. And we're supporting him 100%. So.
Now, they're still raising money, as a matter of fact, and we're going to put, they have a web address, and we'll put that up on our Facebook site in a little while for people that want to make a donation. But now, Taiyo, you were hoping to raise $1,000, and you're after 500 to begin with. You're well over that now. You said it's over 3,000 now?
3,000 this morning. Yeah.
3,000.
Yeah.
So we'll put that up there. So congratulations. Thank you so much.
Okay,
you did a
thank
great
you.
job, and you should be very proud of yourself. Now, I know you're a big baseball fan, and the Vancouver Canadians heard about this, and they wanted to be a part of today. So they sent a special representative here this morning just to say hello to you and to present you with something. So look who's coming. Now, this is the Vancouver Canadians mascot. This is Taiyo, and they want to present you with a Vancouver Canadians baseball hat.
Awesome.
And say hi to Dad. Yeah, you want to say hi?
Sorry.
And as well, look at this. You've got a jersey in there. You've got your own baseball bat, and it's autographed as well. And the
Thank you.
best part about this, Taiyo, are you ready for this? I know you're a pitcher. The Vancouver Canadians have told me that they're going to allow you to throw out the first pitch of a baseball game this year. So you're going to go and be able to throw out the first pitch at a game. Are you excited about that?
Yeah.
That's very cool. Thank you, Mr. Canadian Bear. Well done. Fun, yeah. Do you like mascots?
Yeah.
You like them. It is funny. You got it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So there you go.
Great, buddy. Awesome.
Well done, Taiyo. There you go. So thank you very much for the Vancouver Canadians for doing that.
Thank
Pretty
you.
cool hat, eh?
Yeah.
I like it too. All right. Well, thanks very much, guys. Congratulations, and we'll make sure we have a camera there when you throw out the first pitch. It's going to be pretty exciting.
That's great.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you very much.
All right.